Welcome to Macrocode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our hospital management system in Blazor. So we're actually using Blazor to create a simple hospital management system. So as you can see, we have our project here. So this is how our project looks like. So we have the client and also we have this server side. So here we have the program.cs file. So we also have the counter.razor, auth.razor. Then you have a program.cs file for the server side. Here we've already registered our connections to the database. And if you check on our app settings, you already have the DB connections here. So then we added, we did some changes on our application user, so which is inheriting identity user. Then here, you'll realize that we've added the first name, last name, address, emergency phone number, date of birth, mother name, father name, national ID, gender, and also blood group, and also the marital status. Then for application DB context, we also added some models. We have these particular options here. We have the system code, we have the code description and the order number, then the system code details, you have the ID, system code ID, code description, and the order number. So this one is a foreign key. So you can actually have this at the top here. So it's just for readability and also for user activities. We have the created by, created on, and also user modified activity. We have modified by and modified on. So if you launch this particular application, you realize that you can be able to register and also do some things. So let me try to start my SQL Server so that everything looks fine. So if we launch our app, we should notice that you can be able to log in and also register as a user. So this is our Blazor app. So for those who haven't interacted with Blazor, so this is how the Blazor app looks like. So here, as you can see, if you click counter, if I click here, you'll see the counter moving. Also whether it will actually give us some dummy data. Auth required, so you can see here, it asks us to provide the email and the password. And also if you click login, you get to the same screen. So if you click on register a new user, you'll get this particular form. So here, you can put in some email. So you can say gmail.com. Then you can put in password. So I'll just put in some password. And also this one, I'll put in a password. So if I click register, it will actually register me. And so there we go. So you'll realize that we have something here. So we made some changes to the database. So for those who have been watching what we've been doing, we added some changes to our tables. So I'll just go to our table. And the changes we did, we modified the application user table. So this is SPNet users. So if you go to SPNet users, you realize that we have some columns. So we have some columns here that we've added. So you see emergency phone number, father name, middle name, agenda, last name, national ID number. And when we try to register a user, it is telling us it cannot insert the value null into the column address table, then that is the user. How did we do that changes? So we were able to add those changes in our application user model. And that is how you can add data or extend the identity user model with the new properties. So this is what we've added. So all these ones, we need now to apply these changes to our register form. So if you come to the form here, so let's just go to the components, then register. So here we need to add this to our input model. You see it here? So you need all these here. So if we just put that here, then you can also now do some magic. So here I'll just do first name. I'll also do here middle name. This is last name. I'll also do here address. So this is address, and I'll also do emergency phone number. So I'll do emergency phone number, and I can also do here date of birth. So this is date of birth. Then I can also do here the mother phone number. So this is the mother first name. Then here we can have the father first name. So this we can call it mother name and also father name. Then you have the national ID. You can also have it here. So here we can call it national ID number. Then we can also have our gender. So here you can say, can call these. So this should be national ID number. Then this should be sex. So let's call this sex. So this will be sex. So I'll remove this one and also this one and also this one. So then we can have here, so let me zoom. We can have here, this is blood group. So then once you have the blood group, then you can do marital status here. So this is marital status. So since we have our marital status, then I think that's cool. So the next thing I want us to do now is this particular information, we need to register them. So how do we do that? So if you come to our application at the top here, you realize that we have this particular form. So you can be adding this information here. So I'll just do here bind, then I can do first name. So I'll do here first name, this is first name. And here I can say first name. Then I can remove placeholders. So I'll just remove placeholders. Then this will be our first name. And you can have this as first name. Then our validation will be having it there. So we can now borrow this. You can also have here middle name. Middle. Do you have middle name? First name, we had only. So let's just counter check first name and the last name. So I'll just check here last name. This last name, we can add it here as well. So this is last. And also this one. Then here we can have this as last name, and that is okay. So we can copy this, paste it here. What other? You can do here national ID number. So this is it. Then you can do here as well. So this is a national ID number. So that is, if you do that, then you can use this here. Then here will be national ID number. So after we have that, I want us to do something here. So here I want us to have address. So this is our address, this is address, this is also address. So you can do here address. So I'll remove this. Then here you can do address. So since we have this, then I'll just come here and do this is address. So that is okay. Then I can now come here and I can do here. So let's just check some of the fields that we have here. So we have address, emergency phone number. We also have mother and father names. So I'll have here mother name. Then I can do here mother name. So this will be mother name. Then I can add this as a mother name. So then we can add more information here. So I'll copy this, we have it here. So this will be father name. I can add it here as well. So this is father name. I can paste this here. And this is father name. So since we have that, then if I do this, I can come here and say this is emergency phone number. So I'll just do the emergency phone number and also here Can say here emergency. So this will be emergency phone number, and we can do as many updates as we can. So this will be emergency phone number. Then if we do that, then I can paste this here. So here, what other field do we need here? I'll just do gender. So for these ones, I'm going to show you how you can do that. So let's just leave that for now because they're even nullable. So I want us to leave that, but you're going to add the select. So if you're watching this particular video until this particular point and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, and also comment down below. So national ID number, that's okay. So let's launch this particular app and see how this goes and how it looks. So I want you guys to like our video, comment, and in case you need the source code, you can claim the source code using the link down below. So if we just come here and say register, you realize that we now have this particular form. So you see how the form looks like? We now have our fields. So I want us to remove this particular information here and we can restructure our form. So this will be, so here we can do 12. So I know there was a section here. So I'm going to remove this particular section. Then inside this one, I can do here, let's just do that. Then inside here, I want us to have a row. So I'll just do, I'll just do here row. Then this one we can do floating 6. So we can do here 6. 6, 6. So I want us to do that so that you're able to use. So let's just see here. So I want us to close our form here. So we should be closing our form here. But even before decorating the other ones, so let's just see how our app looks like after removing this particular section. So what I want us to do is to have 2 particular rows for, let's just see if our app is updating. It is not. So let's just relaunch it and then we should be able to see how this works. So let's relaunch that. So if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, so we have an error somewhere and that should be closing tags. Yes, so we have, so this is it here. I think we need to remove one of the tag here and we should be good. So if we learn that, then we should be okay. So you notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you haven't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider subscribing, like the video, and also comment down below. So if we click register, you see this is actually filling the entire thing. So the first thing, we've done something wrong here. So this we should actually do, this should be 3, 3, 3. But what we need to do here, we need to do call MD 6. So I want to do this. So if we do this, then our form should be okay. So I want us to have 2 rows, 2 columns. So I'm just going to add all this on our form. So if I format that, update our app, we should be able to have some new changes. So you can see we have now this. So there is something here. So we have some issues. So I think there is somewhere we missed. So we have this one should be 3. This is 3, and also this is 3. This is also 3. So you can see, guys, how hot reload works. So if we just click there, our form is updated. So you can see this is how our form now looks like, and we can be able to save much of this information. So if we check on our register button here, this one, where is the register as a user? So we have a text somewhere, create a new account, register, create a new account. That's fine. So let's add a new user. So we say this is Joe Macro. We can put in some characters, test, James, Mwangi, then you can say James, but you have two further names, so we can correct that. So I'll just do admin. I'll just add some. So if we say register, it says password must have at least alphanumeric. So we can add some alphanumeric characters here. So if we say register, it is telling password doesn't match. So let me just do the correct password, then we should be fine. So you can see it is registering, and there we go. So what has happened again? So our address. So did we miss the address? So let's just confirm the address. So it is saying address cannot be null. So we just go to the top here. Address, we have it there. And that's okay. Then further, we had two further names. So this should be emergency phone number. Emergency phone number. So since we have this information, so there's something we need to do. So if we check on our register, so where is it? When you click on register, you should be able to create the user. You see here. So this one, you need to map. You see this user here. This user is the application user. So how do you do that? So you need to come here and do dot address. You add the input address. So you need to add also. You also do first name should be first name. So you need to match. So last name should be last name. National ID number should be national ID number. Mother name should be mother name. Father name should be father name. Emergency phone number should be emergency phone number. Date of birth should be date of birth. What other thing are we missed? National ID, mother, father, address, that's fine. So then we can even add now our date of birth here. So let's just add this here. And you can say date of birth. We can also have our date of birth here. I think we had missed it. Sorry. So what is the issue here? So this should be dates. So cannot convert that. So do we have date of birth here? Just confirm. Yes, so this is date of birth. So we come here. This is date, input date. So if you do that, it's actually checking. If it's a date, you need to change that. So here we need to do that. Then this is a date of birth. Then you can have that. Then this will be date of birth. Date of birth. So that's fine. So you should also change these. We can. So that's okay. So let's just leave it. And now let's relaunch this and see. So if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, comment down below. And in case you need the source code, you can also get the source code from the link down there. So you can see we have our email and the date of birth. So if we click here, you can get the date of birth. So let's just do here James. So Mwangi, Karanja, then you have Opio, then you have here James, then so I'm just putting in some weird characters, so don't worry about my names. So here I'll just do date of birth. I'll just put a date of birth there. My password, I should also have a password. Then I'll do another password. So if I click register, so on registering, so we are getting this particular confirmation. So these are register confirmation. So if we had configured our app with email notification, so the email notification will have sent to our email. So, but for now, we'll just click here and it will confirm our email. So that means if you go to our login, you can now log in with our credentials. So you can do that. I hope I remember the password. If I just log in, so this should be at Gmail. So if we just log in, there we go. So you can see, hello, you already logged in and we can have our username here. So this is test@gmail.com. So we've now logged in and you can be able to see, so you are authenticated and you can see we have our hello test@gmail.com. So you can change this from test@gmail.com to now a user. So if we come to authenticated, so where is it? So here auth, then you can see here we are getting user context dot a user dot identity dot name. So we have some items that we need to do here. So if you log in here, we have some things. So here, I'll just come here. You can change this from, let's just show you something. You can change this from name and you can say here, you can have different, so you can say this is user, so you can have, I think you only have a name and that is it. So let's just do here name. But here, if we do user dot, we have, we'll be using claims, but I'll show you how we can use claims later. Now, I want us to now do some items. Remember, we had added our Razor components, our models, I mean. So we have our models for system code and also system code details. So before doing anything, we need to add these particular forms. So the first thing is on our components, we need to add the menus. So we can add the menus that will actually guide us to our system codes. So I'm going to remove this counter and we can call this system code. Then you can also have another one for system code details. So this is system code details. But now here we need to create within the pages. I want us to create folders. So here you can create a folder within the pages and we can rename these as we can create another Razor component. So before even that, let's rename this to system codes. So this should be system code. So that is okay. You can create another folder here called system code details. System code details. So then here we can add a Razor component and we can call these system code list. So let's just call system code list. So this is a Razor component for system code list. So you can call this system code list. You can also add another one here called this is also a Razor component for system code details list. So that's another one. So we have our system code details list. So these two pages, we need to add the navigation. So how do you add them? So if you go to our home page or weather, you realize that we have this particular side. So I want us to add, so I want us to just borrow what we have here. And we are going to add it here. So we are copying what we have under weather. Then here we'll call this system codes list. Then you can say this, you can remove this. This is, we can also say this is a system codes list. Then we can have this particular information. That's cool. But now the page here, this is where we define the navigation. You see here, This is where we define the navigation. So you need to have system codes. So that will be our navigation. So I'll also copy this, and on the list, so this is the system codes. So that's fine. The other one is system codes details. So I'll also do here details. Then this is details list, and this is also details list. So if you do this, then on the navigation menu, if you go to the nav menu, so under layout, under nav menu, whenever you need to access the link, so if you check on this particular section, whenever we were accessing the link here, so let's just use one for the weather forecast. Weather is weather forecast. So we can, let's just say here weather. So you see, this is the link. So we just do nav link and then you put that. So if you use here, I'll also do the same. And now these names that you have it here should be the exact names that we have it here. So if you just copy that, under system codes, you put this. Then under system code details, you come and pick this. So you add it on the nav menu. So I'll just add it here. So our app is now, so we've added links and we should be able to navigate. So let's launch our app and see how that looks like. So if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed until this particular point, remember to subscribe and like the video. We notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you haven't subscribed. So help us to reach more content and also the audience. So you can see here we have the links. So we have system codes and also system code details. So if I click it, you'll see we have the system codes list, and this one is the title. We also have the system code details list. So that is, so we've been able to add the navigation, and you can see it has streaming. So you're able to see that, and also weather is okay. And we have that up there. So on the next section, we are going to add now the system code button, where we'll be adding system codes and also system code details. And this will be to the our application. So if we just come back here, you can still sign in, and you can still see this and also do that. So I want us to leave it there for today. In case you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and see you in our next episode. Bye.